clouds. It's Beau, and it is February 12th, 2023, and we've got an interesting week of weather ahead of us with some very mild air. And of course, we're going to pay for that with some rain showers and even some thunderstorms perhaps by Wednesday night and Thursday. We take a look at this morning's satellite, and you can see clouds swirling to our southeast. Now, that's that system that could have brought us a snowstorm, but it was just too far to our south and east. So areas across Tennessee into the middle Atlantic are experiencing quite a bit of rain, even some rain, snow, wintry mix in here as well. And you can see that spin, that counterclockwise spin, as the upper level low moves through Georgia. Now, our region is on the western side of that system, and just a few clouds from LBL over towards Todd and Christian counties, but otherwise no weather concerns today, tonight, tomorrow, or tomorrow night for our region. It will be mild today with highs in the 50s and highs in the 60s on Monday. Our next chance of rain will arrive on Tuesday. Let's take a look at that. We're going to take a look at the NAM model, and that's going to show us the precipitation event to our southeast today. And as again, no weather concerns for our region today, but as we move into Tuesday, some rain showers spread into the region. We'll stop here at about 6 a.m. Tuesday morning. You can see rain over parts of Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, cold front trailing back here to Texas, area of low pressure developing out in Colorado. It's going to be a windy day for our region Tuesday and Tuesday night with some wind gusts above 35 miles per hour. As we move through the day on Tuesday, a band of very light showers moves across the region. Now, some of you may experience almost no rain, so a trace to a quarter of an inch is the going forecast. A little higher over southeast Missouri and southwest Illinois will be possible. But look at that low up in Iowa and Minnesota, 988 millibars. See these equal lines of pressure, tightly packed isobars. That means windy conditions once again for our region. It's been a windy few weeks. As we move out in time a little farther, we can also see another storm system taking shape in the Texas Panhandle, New Mexico, Colorado, and Kansas. That will sweep eastward on Wednesday night and Thursday with more showers and some perhaps locally heavy thunderstorms. We'll move over to the GFS model. Pull it up here for you. And this is the latest run that just came in this morning. It's about 6 a.m. We'll move out in time and watch that Tuesday system move through the region right there. And again, tightly packed isobars means a windy day for a region, windy night. Tuesday night, again, gusts above 35 miles per hour at times. And then we'll move through time and watch the moisture spread northward Wednesday night. This is around midnight, and you can see showers, maybe some embedded thunderstorms along a warm front right in here, cold front back here, area of low pressure developing in southeast Kansas. Now, where that low tracks is important for our region. If it were to track through Iowa, our risk of severe weather would increase. If it tracks near St. Louis, then we'll just have to watch the severe weather risk, but perhaps a greater risk to our south and east. It just depends on dew points. Wind fields will be sufficient for severe weather. At one time, the models were showing a much stronger system with much stronger wind fields, but over the last 24 hours to 48 hours, that has lessened some, so that also raises questions about the severe weather threat. As we move through Thursday morning, here's the cold front. Here's your area of low pressure over central Illinois, a deepening low, and pretty impressive there, with some tightly packed isobars again moving across our region. Means a windy Thursday, say that again, a windy Thursday and Thursday night with wind gusts occasionally above 35 miles per hour. Now we move through Thursday afternoon, and you can see the front moves off to our east, perhaps a greater risk of severe weather at that point across Ohio, Indiana, parts of Kentucky, Tennessee, and down along the Gulf of Mexico. Again, whether we see severe weather is questionable. Some locally heavy rain not out of the question. That's certainly possible. And then as we move through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I don't see any weather concerns as this high pressure, calm weather builds down from Canada. Now that means colder air. It will be warm on Wednesday with highs in the around 70 degrees. Thursday will be mild ahead of the front, and then turning colder Thursday night, Friday into the weekend. Again, as that high pressure builds down from Canada, that will bring some colder air with it. And then as far as the next storm system showing up on the GFS model, that would be around next Tuesday and Wednesday as yet another area of low pressure develops, and that does show some heavy rain, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. That one tracks the low right overs. Remember, if you want snow, then you need the low to track to your south, and you need a little bit of cold air in the region. We'll just have to see if we get any more snow this winter. It has been an odd winter, to say the least. January would have been the warmest January on record, dating back to the 1800s, but we had those cold days the last 2 days of the month. February certainly has been mild as well. Let's take a look at the temperature anomaly map here on the GFS. Let me just pull that up for you. Let's see. Let's do temperature anomaly. Okay, so here we go. These orange colors are well above average temperatures. The blue colors are below average temperatures. And as we move through the week, watch what happens ahead of those storm systems as warmer air is drawn northward and we get those rain showers. And look to our north, well above average temperatures. We'll stop here on Wednesday and Thursday, and you can see those well above normal anomalies. High temperatures this time of year should be in the lower 40s with lows in the lower to middle 30s. Be a far cry from that on Wednesday and Thursday. And then as the storm system passes off to our east, there's the system moving through on Thursday, peak warmth on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we cool down with below average temperatures as we move into the weekend. And we'll take this farther out in time. We'll just watch the colors there. We see some more above average temperatures by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then well above average temperatures if that one next system next Tuesday and Wednesday, not this Tuesday, Wednesday, but the next Tuesday, Wednesday, yet another system moves across the region. So a fairly active pattern developing across the central United States, and we've been in this pattern since, well, I say developing, we've been in this pattern since mid-December. It's been one system after another. We had one or two snow and ice events, and then we've had quite a bit of rain. We don't want this pattern to continue into the spring, otherwise we'd be looking at flooding of the rivers. The only good news is there's not a lot of snowpack at this point. Now that could change, of course, to our north, but without that snowpack adding to the water, that at least helps somewhat. But if the weather pattern would continue to be wet like this for weeks and weeks and weeks, then that would offset the snow melt and we would still have river flooding. So something to watch. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I don't see an end to the parade of systems that continues to move across our region. We look at the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook for Wednesday, and they do have the Boot Hill and western Tennessee outlined in our region. And then as we move into day 5, and we see they have expanded that severe weather risk from New York, almost New York, Pennsylvania, down into Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and then along the Gulf of Mexico. That does clip portions of our eastern counties on Thursday. As far as the rest of us, they haven't outlined us yet. That may change. I wouldn't be surprised to see at least some type of risk Wednesday night and Thursday morning across the entire region. We'll see what the Storm Prediction does, what the Storm Prediction Center does, but a marginal to slight risk seems likely, at least across the region on Wednesday night and Thursday. Something to monitor. It's still a bit early for certainties on the severe weather aspect, but I am watching it closely. All right, have a good Sunday.